Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, we're going to be talking about Mirri, the Weatherlight Duelist. This was actually the first deck that I made from C17. I actually made it. If you'll notice, there's no cards in here that come from the set. It may be maybe in that set, but I built completely this deck before it dropped, using existing cards and just slotted her in as the general when I got it. I read her and some things happened in my mind. 3 mana, 3/2 first strike. That's about where Mirri should probably be. Whenever she attacks, each opponent can't block with more than one dude, and as long as she's tapped, they can't attack you with more than one dude. So instantly, my mind went straight combat. You don't have to be afraid of the backswing of any player because they can only hit you with one dude. Granted, one dudes are, unblockable generals that can kill you in one hit are real things, but where my mind went was, well, when she attacks, each opponent can't block with more than one creature. So I wanted to get maximum amount of creatures attacking. And coincidentally, this is green and white. That means tokens. If I can generate more tokens than cards, I get somewhat of an advantage there. So let's start with token makers. This is token makers of some sort. Vitu Druidic Satchel, Conqueror's Pledge, even the God Pharaoh's Gift, since we do have a lot of creatures, and they're going to die, we might as well get some use out of them. Now, I do not have Doubling Season in here, because, it's $1 million now. But Sacred Mesa is pretty good. Advent of the Worm, Gideon's Phalanx. Primeval Bounty is just value on a stick. I mean, this is just beautiful. It rewards you for just playing the game. I love it. Horse. I like this. Obviously, Anointed Procession is going to be in the deck, along with Emma. But back to the creatures that produce tokens. Slime, Night Captain, and not just creatures, anything that produces a token, I kind of lumped into this category. Bear Supply. Yeah, it's not exactly. Bearscape was actually supposed to be Bear Supply, but Morrow didn't think that, the Magic Plane populace would get the joke. But anyway, Oketcha's Monument, why not? I like buy one, get one free creatures. And yeah, 8 mana is a little stiff, but you know what? A lot of times games don't even really get started till 8 turns. Soul of Zendikar, Precinct, Captain of the Watch, Evangel, Call the Herd. Call the Herd belongs to a mighty category of cards that are used to be insanely expensive and now are in, bulk bins. Believe it or not, this card saw upwards of $15 when it was in standard. Crazy, huh? The Guild Mages, Alive and Well, Miracle, the most skill rewarding card or skill rewarding mechanic they've ever made. Yeah, okay. Timely Reinforcements. Ant Queen. We all know the power of Ant Queen. Just mana equals dudes. The Summoner, she's a little expensive too. I mean, I don't know if years ago if you would have asked me if I'd play a 7 mana 1/1, but this is a whole lot of power to spread among. And the Jade Mage. Now, some of the dudes rely on how many creatures you got. Scion. Here's another one. I think he belongs to the category of been in every rarity. Well, no, he hadn't been mythic. He's been rare, he's been common, he's been uncommon. I don't think he's been mythic. God, I hope not. The Crusader. Mirri. Now, also, we've got, since we're going to be swinging with large numbers of dudes, we might as well go the route of the prized unicorn haunting elf to where they got to block them because they're only blocking with one creature. And if you got to block one of the two of them, the rest of your team's getting through, keeping your general safe, probably killing them in the process. And you can go find one of those with the Altar of Bone, which is my replacement for the Worldly Tutor, which I'm actually not opposed to running both, but I don't, all my Worldly Tutors are in use, I think. Rootborn Defenses is my defense for board wipes. Yes, it's just one. I know. It's not great, but when you've got it and it's useful, it's the greatest card in your deck. Phantom General is going to make them bigger. Sundering Growth. I tried to look for normal things that you would slot in. It's like this. It's not that big of a difference in the mana cost as opposed to this or Disenchant in this particular deck. So, then of course, growing ranks, populating and whatnot. Utility-ish stuff. The Charm, the Naturalize. I like Path of Bravery because, yeah, I mean, you've got to be at a pretty decent life, but let's face it, that ain't that hard to do. Peach Garden Oath. 2 life for each creature. Now, this is not as powerful in our format because you have alternate win conditions with general damage, but Unflinching Courage, Oblivion Ring. As I said, a lot of this is just utility. Crown of Convergence. Another one of those cards you're like, can I find a home? So I try to play with it as much as possible. You got to be playing white and green and really creature heavy. So if nothing else, it does let you quasi top, albeit expensively, if you don't like that top card. Collective Blessing and Overrun, since we are playing with tons of dudes, and our color fixing. I say color fixing because it's I guess it could be ramp, but the deck's not real bad on, with just 2 colors. You're pretty good. Well, that is it. Oh, I missed one. Oak Street Innkeeper. As long as it's not your turn, tap creatures have hexproof. So it kind of fits right in there with Mirri. So I kind of like the tapped thing. I might have to find some more creatures that fall in line with it. Anyway, that's what I've got for Mirri the Duelist. She's glad to have her back. Glad to have, Weatherlight representatives. Anyway, I do appreciate y'all watching. Y'all let me know what you think. But it's time to shuffle and cut.